Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. This is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will be joining us from the sideline. Pass to Castle. And here is Vassell. Driving to the basket. The kick out to Barnes. 5 on the clock. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul goes against Utah. The Spurs shooting their first free throws of the game.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
Well, Coach, both teams hoping to use this game to get back on track.
Yeah, Kevin, when you're struggling, sometimes you just need that one win to get you going, and then you can be propelled in the right direction. Don't underestimate the power of having some positive momentum.
Well said. Another shot.
George.
And there's the nice layup by George.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
Now Markkanen. Harrison Barnes missing on the 3. And Markkanen throws it down.
And rising with such ease, Markkanen likes to get up top to bring it down.
And stolen by Sexton. And the Jazz pushing it up now. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Coach, you watch Markkanen. He's a perfect fit for today's NBA, isn't he?
Yeah, a big guy who can shoot the ball, Kevin. And look, he's learned to put the ball on the floor, go to the basket. He's a lot stronger than people give him credit for. This guy can really play the game.
Here's Castle. Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Outside, George. And he drives in. Pass to Sexton. They get it again.
Yeah, I can't tell you what a difference second chance points make in a game. That can be the factor that swings the outcome.
Here's Castle. Barnes right side. George with the steal. Inside. Here's Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Oh, nice to see a power forward like Collins throw it down. We know he can hit a 3, but go with the easy move.
Harrison Barnes.
And that one's good, Barnes.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah. You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton-Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title.
Let's hear it for the Spurs High Squad Dance Team.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Here's Collier. Pass to Markkanen. Tipped away. Here's Collier. Just 5 on the clock. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
There's 1:54 left in the first quarter. Here's Castle. Kessler with the rebound. Here's Collier. A rebound by the Spurs. Nobody near Barnes. He nails it, and we're tied up. Barnes has got 7 points in the game.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And the rejection by Wembanyama. Fires from 14. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Wembanyama's got his second basket. Pass to Collins. And they get it. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. To the paint. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Here's Markkanen. Tries again. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Castle. Banked in off the glass.
A bigger guard, 6'6" Castle, can just overwhelm defenders. Impressive for his age. And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And it's Barnes at the elbow. Down low. Here's Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. We felt it. Even over here we felt it.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely.
Ooh, the one-hand tomahawk, guys. Somebody's going to get their feelings hurt.
Yeah, they got the entire bench up right there as they saw that and out of their chair.
19.
And so it's Victor Wembanyama.
50.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Spurs.
Wow, those early blocks are key. They are intimidating their opponents and making them hesitate.
And another thing they've done well is push the tempo. They're running the floor and converting on the fast break.
First team foul.
Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the decel the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
Lets it go from deep. Filipowski grabs the board.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Left side, Clarkson. Pass to Filipowski. And he banks in the lane.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Barnes, right side. Here's Castle. Back to Barnes. The three. Hits the three-point bomb. Barnes has got the lead up to 7 now for San Antonio.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him. Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
And once again, Coach, the storied San Antonio franchise is on the upswing.
It sure is, Kevin. Look, they've got a Hall of Fame coach and a potential Hall of Fame centerpiece to build a team around. They've got great talent evaluators in the front office. You can't ask for a better recipe for success.
It's Vassell on the wing. Barnes looking around. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Utah calls timeout. Well, Greg, over the last few seasons, one area of consistency for the Jazz.
Harrison Barnes es un abusador, realmente demasiado difícil de defender. Desde los tiempos de Golden State, disparando ese triple de una manera inigualable.
Second quarter play with around 2 minutes on so far. And stolen by Vassell. Pass to Barnes.
Otra vez con el triple. Harrison Barnes, otra vez con el triple. Muy difícil de defender realmente. Cuando ese hombre está caliente, no hay manera.
With the ball. Back to George. Utah needs to get off a shot.
Y puede anotar el nombre de Utah, pero bueno, ¿de qué manera? Aaron Fox se la pasa a Barnes. Barnes el disparo de triple de nuevo. Ahora serían 3 triples de Harrison Barnes. 21 puntos. 21 puntos para Harrison Barnes antes de la segunda mitad. Mucho antes de la segunda mitad. Eso significa que
Now, here's Clarkson. No scoring in this one. Nobody near Williams. After Filipowski. Second chance shot. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Harrison Barnes de nuevo. Está caliente.
Defensive intensity. I guess the question is there that one thing that he can do at an elite level.
Vaya sol, está bien.
Needs to become a star.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Here's Clarkson.
Oh, donqueo de Jordan Clarkson.
Even when he first came into the league, this is Clarkson's go-to move, pressing the action off the dribble.
Now here's Barnes. He's got 21. Fox inside the line.
Fox con mal disparo.
Spurs. It's the cell on the wing. The kick out to Barnes. Shot clock at 6.
Vaya Van por fin.
Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall.
Tapón.
It's tipped.
How about the timing Vassell has on the defensive end?
Oh, por encima de Wembayama, Jordan Clarkson.
Absolutely. He's not that slam. You're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Hoy disparo increíble de Stephen Kaiser. Ahí casi Wemby.
Look at the basket guy still shaking. Here's Barnes.
Barnes atacando el aro. Está pronosticado hoy para meter más de 30 puntos obligatoriamente.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Jazz trailed by 14. Pass to Markkanen. Kessler with it. Defended by Wembanyama. It's tipped.
Robo de Barnes.
Stolen by Barnes. Just 3 on the clock. He gets it up.
Víctor Wembanyama anotando en el bus el Beaver. Increíble.
And so it's San Antonio in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. What a night they've had in terms shooting everything. Drop it in for him. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this team becomes the route that it's threatening to be.
Goodness, get up there, Lowry. The forward from Finland there with an emphatic finish.
Mr. Collins.
Buen disparo de Collins.
Well, we've all had those as coaches. That's a no, yes.
Disparo de Harrison Barnes de nuevo. Entra el balón de nuevo.
Well, they keep going to it, and he keeps delivering.
Llega a 24 puntos.
And we're seeing some big paydays for NBA coaches these days, Stan. Do you miss it?
Do I miss his paycheck? Yeah, payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that. What about
Víctor Wembanyama.
The trade-off is the paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security.
San Antonio shooting their 7 attempts at the foul line tonight. Coach only 2 players have led the NBA in blocks as a rookie. Manu Ball and our favorite Victor Wembanyama.
Kevin, Wembanyama is already special defensively. Not only as a shot blocker, but the amount of ground that he can cover to affect shots. And there are people around the league that believe that he can become the best defender of all time.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. I asked Greg Popovich about Victor Wembanyama, and he says Victor's a different player. He's got talent. You don't want to take that out of him. I tried to do that, and as you know, and I learned my lesson. Just shut up and let him play. Victor does some amazing things. His game is all-encompassing. Kevin?
That's a great way to put it, D. It is all-encompassing. Wembanyama is
Tapón de Víctor Wembanyama.
Thank you for the report. Victor Wembanyama has a chance to be one of those paradigm-shifting players. Don't you agree?
No doubt, Kevin. First of all, there are not going to be very many 7'4" guys come along and then come with the skills that he has on a court, the length, his mobility, how fluid he is. It's unprecedented.
Jazz trail by 13. Pass to Sexton. Got that bucket in no time at all.
Assistant.
Dangerous scorer from mid-range. Sexton loves to take that shot when he gets it in rhythm.
Buries the long-range jumper. Champagne's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. The open look here for Sexton. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pass to Sohan. Here's Wembanyama. Stolen by Collins. Here's Sexton. Second shot opportunity. To the wing right side. And it's Collier missing. Spurs leading by 14. Takes the three. Drills it from outside. Branham's got 5.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
And San Antonio has possession after the basket by Utah. Wembanyama high post. He's got 11. After Champagny. 4 on the shot clock. Good on the triple. He's got 6.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Here's Sohan after the basket by Utah. From past the arc. And that one's good. Champagny.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Goes back up. And the jumper is good. And the Spurs lead by 19. Out to the right wing. Here's Hendricks. Good if it goes. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. And if they keep trending the threes like they've been so far, their lead is safe. And you reach the fourth quarter, a game that may be already out of hand. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Pass to Barnes. From deep. Utah with the rebound. Here's Kessler. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Great find. Leading his teammate right to the bucket.
That's a 2 for Barnes. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Barnes has got 26. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Spurs.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it resulted in several forced turnovers.
And boy, it just seems like they are blocking everything. All throughout this game, they have just wreaked havoc defensively.
A 3 from Barnes. Kessler with the rebound. Clarkson for 3. Gasol grabs the board. Spurs leading by 15. Barnes outside. Off target with his 3. Williams for 3. Tips it up. And they are the assist in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys can score playing
30 puntos para Harrison Barnes. Todavía queda el cuarto.
he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this distance.
Hey, Stan, I've always wondered, back when you were coaching college or pro, what was your defensive philosophy?
Well, I think first of all, Kevin, we always wanted to take away the easy baskets. In other words, we're going to get back in transition, not give away fast breaks. We are going to try to protect the paint and make sure we're not giving away layups. And we didn't want to foul unnecessarily and give away free throws.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes of pass now. Here in the fourth. Pass to Collier. The shot's good on the assist by Jordan. Collier's got 5 points now this quarter. Here's Castle. To the middle. Here's Barnes. Takes a three. The rebound by the Jazz.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight. I'll tell you, they're right in this. Let's see if they can maintain momentum.
Yeah, taking away the lead is never easy.
32 puntos para Harrison Barnes.
Have we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness.
Markkanen. Barnes grabs the miss. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Back to Fox. Spurs passing it around. 5 to shoot. The chances for Barnes. Can't nail the jump.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows shots are going.
You know, to try to Keontae George, he credited for much of his success. I like that kind of element he brought up.
Yeah, they say he also spends a lot of time talking to veterans on the team, seeks advice from them and coaches. He's a real student of the game, and that has helped speed up the process.
Harrison sigue anotando 34 puntos.
Yeah, those are the guys you look for.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Ahora con los dos potentes.
The sheer volume of three quarters was the deciding factor tonight.
They take one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Barnes.
Well, offensively, they needed him to be aggressive, and he delivered what a game.
Back to Barnes. Jacks up a three. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. Pass to Kessler. Here's Collins. The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. Giving the shot, that shaves the lead to single digits.
And once Markkanen flips the switch, it's fun to watch. Love seeing him be that aggressive.
Shot by Johnson, no good. From the arc. And the Jazz on another three. Ball loose. And he gets the intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And now inside the foul attention.
Utah.
First free throw is good. And that makes it a 7-point lead.
Second team.
And he hits both free throws. So now it's an 8-point game.
Parece que en el último segundo va a intentar una jugada.
What do you think, guys?
It hasn't come together for him tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
Vamos a dejarlo a ver cómo resulta.
Sexton for
El
three.
disparo.
Misses the shot.
Falla el disparo.
San Antonio with the win.